Hello ratbags, it's Jade Plays Games back with another Subnautica tutorial video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get some of the rarest resources, namely rubies, diamonds and lots of gold. I'm going to be showing you a couple locations and what to expect and what you need to really get some of these harder to find special gems. You're going to need these to make more advanced tools and obviously make more additions to the vehicles you can unlock in Subnautica. So let's go, make sure you like the video. Subnautica. As you would expect, diamonds are pretty hard to come by, but you will find them in shale outcrops. Now these shale outcrops can house diamonds or gold, and it's their main resource that you can be getting from these. Now you do need to go a little bit deeper than you're used to. You're not going to suddenly find them around the life pod. You do have to go out a little bit further. There is also a chance you can get lithium too, so here's some of the coordinates that I know. You want to go west. You can see I've put the position round the back of the Aurora is the best way if you haven't got a compass, but I suggest you get a compass enabled on your diving suit before you go for this. Head towards where the red reef coral beds are and you will find some cliffs. You go along these cliff sides and this is where you're going to be mostly searching. Now be warned, as you get deeper into these waters you're going to come across much dangerous wildlife, including these bad boys. These will absolutely tear up your sea moth, so make sure you don't go down there unless you've got a fully paired one and you're keeping an eye on the repair meter, or something like that will happen to you. Part of this location that stretches back and forth is the hot geysers. Now these geysers will harm you if they're spouting their hot water, so you've got to be a bit careful going deep. You may want to make sure you're going there with a prawn suit, but you can do it without. You do need the rebreather and you may possibly definitely need something like a sea moth or at least a sea glide to get yourself down there quick enough. But it is doable. You will be able to find and look for resources. Just like I said, be careful taking any damage. You can pick up all sorts of things, including the rubies. This is the best location for them. Again, this is more or less south-southwest of your life pod and maybe directly behind the Aurora, so make sure you go about 800 meters I'd say, and you'll see it there. The cliffs drop off and it just goes deeper and deeper till you get to these anchor pods. Once you're around here, this is where you're going to find the most amount of sea shales and also more jewels. Now again, there are lots and lots of funny creatures down here, so be very careful. You have been warned. Now another spot that you'll also find some is in the mushroom forest. Now they're a little bit harder to find around here, but you will find a few. Remember, they do contain gold and this is a likelihood of what you're going to be getting most, or lithium. Sometimes you barely get some diamonds, so you're going to have to really dig around and go around and find these. Don't forget though that you can use your scanner room to look for resources particularly, and be aware as well that the creatures in here are mostly okay as long as you don't delve too deep into the mushroom forest. You can see the scanning ghost-like little creatures in the distance. They don't really harm you unless you attack them. Another great location for diamonds, which is maybe a little bit closer but you do need to make sure you've got a good awareness and direction, is the jelly shroom cave. Now again, this is in that red reef area, or the grassy plateau as it should be called, and you can go down and you'll find shale crops in here, but again be warned, you can get really lost walking around here. There isn't that many exits out and I have frequently died when I've gone down here, so make sure maybe you go here with a sea moth, or you definitely know your way around. Go into it further and further until you get a really good look around. Of course you will need a rebreather as well. You're not going to have enough oxygen really discovering or exploring this area without one, but there are some shale crops around here and hopefully you'll get some diamonds. A bit further out is the tall mountain. Now this tall mountain is obscured by fog, but you do get directions to go towards it when you're being rescued by the sea beam. Now it's also important to note that this is the decontainment precursor building too, and there's lots of things you can do. But inside that mountain, inside on the island, you should find some caves, and there is an abundance of shale outcroppings there that you can take diamonds from too. The list of total biomes that you will find diamonds though is the Blood Kelp Zone, the Blood Kelp Caves, the Bulb Zone Caves, Cragfield, Deep Grand Reef, Inactive Lava Zones, Inactive Lava Zone Corridors, the Lost River, Mountains, Mountain Island, Mountain Range Caves, the Mushroom Forest, Sea Treader's Path, Underwater Islands and the Underwater Island Caves. These are all locations you will be able to find diamonds. But why do you need diamonds? Well, you need it to make your cutter. This is vital if you want to go and explore in the Aurora. You need it to get into certain places, and lots of wrecks, big ones, small ones, require you to have a cutter to get through. So it's really important. It's maybe not the first thing you're going to be doing early game, but it certainly is handy if you can get one really early. You can also add some luxuries like reinforced diving suit and reinforced gloves. This will also give you further protection when you're exploring underwater. You're going to need 2 diamonds for that, and you're also going to need 2 diamonds for your cutter. Eventually, when you've maybe built your base and you've got yourself a modification bench, you're going to need a diamond to craft that as well. And if you want a prawn suit so you can go explore in some of these more dangerous areas, then you're going to need at least 2 diamonds too. And lastly, if you want to reinforce your sea moth, a diamond is useful. You're going to need 4 of them diamonds though to make yourself a vehicle upgrade console, and that's when you can start making yourself a reinforcement. And you also need it to make a drill prawn suit arm. This is how you get more resources when you've got this enabled too. Some of that stuff is pretty advanced, so that's why I'm going to be doing separate tutorials listing all the benefits of the prawn suit and how to get the modification station, but just to give you a heads up of what the diamonds really do. So what about rubies? What benefit are they and why do you need them? They're quite easy to get hold of. Again, you'll find them around them cliffs I mentioned and around where them geysers are near the red grassy plateau. They also glow at night time, so it can be easier to get hold of them then. You'll find them in most locations that I mentioned earlier, but also in the Bonefield caves as well as the Crush Zone messers, and you'll find them in Deep Sparse Reef and the Deep Grand Reef too. Now rubies really are more advanced. You're going to be using them to make adjustments and upgrades to your Cyclops as well as aerogel. You also need the aerogel to make your prawn suit, so you're definitely going to need to go around here if you're looking to upgrade to the prawn suit at any point. So make sure whenever you get the opportunity, definitely take them rubies with you. Now gold is much more abundant. I'm not necessarily going to rattle off every location, but of course you will find them in sandstone outcrops. You do also get a chance to get them inside the shale stone outcrops, but sandstone is where you're most likely to find them alongside lead. You can find massive deposits of gold as well on the ocean floor. That will give you around 8 to 18. Just remember though, you're going to need the drill arm or the prawn suit to activate and get hold of some of these large deposits. You're going to need gold to make your scanner room. You're also going to need it to make a power transmitter and of course to make a fabricator. Not to mention a bunch of different wiring, so it is important, but it's something you'll probably gather a lot of as you're playing through. But maybe the best spot to get them is around the crash site. Alongside these cliffs you'll come across the sandstone outcrops. Remember, they also give you silver, so it's not always just gold or lead, so make sure you look for them. They're pretty easy to spot opposed to the limestone ones. They're much more smoother and more round, and as you can see I'm picking up some lead from that one. Definitely pick up some gold when you can from them sandstone outcrops, but I did leave it till last because it is the easiest one to find, as opposed to diamonds being quite hard, and then rubies are a little bit easier to find than diamonds. But like I said, it's nice and smooth. You'll find them all around that crash zone where you come to the point where it says you've got radiation. You'll also find lots of limestone as well, so if you do need to top up some titanium or more importantly copper ore, then that's the place to go as well. There are many other ores and important resources you need to gather and collect to advance in the game and upgrade your prawn suit and upgrade your vehicles like the Cyclops or even the Sea Moth. I'm going to be going through every single one of them for you guys, but let me know what guide do you want to see more, what ones do you want to see quicker or first. Pop it in the comment section down below and go and check out all my other tutorials and guides on Subnautica. I am Jade Plays Games. Make sure you like up this video. If you've got any other locations or coordinates of exactly where some of these resources are or any other top tips, pop them in the comment section as well. And I'll see you ratbags for another Subnautica video very soon. Bye bye.